Hello, good evening. It's Kim here to answer all of your unemployment questions. No, but seriously, I created this channel to help kind of decipher, clear up any unemployment questions that you have. And I go live Monday through Friday, 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And if you want the latest or greatest updates on unemployment, that's why we're here. So I pretty much spent the last 2 hours doing research about that freaking $908 billion package because it is eating me up inside because I'm not seeing any extension like in writing of PUA or PEUC. So I decided to dig deep, and I was looking for this stuff for probably like an hour and a half. And I did find something. So we're going to talk about that in today's video because everyone's talking about the extra $300 a week boost on top of regular state benefits. But my question is, if there are, like, if we're all not receiving state benefits, then the extra $300 a week isn't going to help us. As we know, 12 million Americans are set to lose their benefits at the end of December because PUA, PEUC are ending. So I just had to find something regarding if the $908 billion stimulus package did extend PEUC and PUA. So we will talk about that. So we got the unemployment rate numbers. Well, not necessarily the rate, but the initial claims from last week were 712,000, which is actually a decrease of 75,000 from the prior week. And I was surprised because places are getting shut down. People are obviously getting laid off again. And keep in mind, 'tis the season for winter workers to get laid off, right? Like, there are some jobs where every winter you get laid off because most of your work is outside, like landscaping and stuff like that. So I was surprised to see that the initial claims were down. I guess obviously that's a good thing. However, we'll see what really happens as the weeks go on. 288,701 workers filed benefits under PUA. And that kind of, I don't know, that was just kind of weird. Were these people, were their businesses still going strong until now? And then they decided to file starting today, or maybe they didn't realize that they could file for PUA. I don't know. That number was just kind of, I don't know, just kind of struck me a little odd. So altogether, about 1 million people filed for some sort of unemployment last week. Charity, we've been chatting today, right? Like back and forth. So I appreciate your comments on the videos. And of course, you are welcome. I don't know why. I actually like reading about this stuff. Politics is definitely not my thing, but I really do like this whole unemployment thing. I don't like being on unemployment, but I like talking about it. And I like doing my research. And anyway, it's just a weird thing. So yeah, anything I could do to help clear things up. Obviously, it's December. We've been going through this whole unemployment thing. So I'm sure a lot of people probably don't have many questions now, but hopefully when they pass a bill, I'm sure it's not going to be, black and white. I'm sure there's going to be some kind of gray areas like there was with the CARES Act. So obviously I want to help clear it up if I can. And you guys are also helping me because I posted a video yesterday. There were a ton of comments on there, and other community members were helping to answer other community members' questions. And I do appreciate that because it just saves me some time. Mike, what is up? You are like the #1 fan now, but seriously, I appreciate it. I appreciate you, Mike, very much. Charity says the new PUA people are probably those who've lost their other benefits. Oh, duh. Of course. Yeah, you're right. And are now on the last stage of the progression from the org chart. Yeah, no, you're good. good call there. I'm also a big fan of researching. So if I can help, I will try. No, I mean, I appreciate your comments. I appreciate your opinion. It just, it's nice to get other people's perspective, because it's like, I might think one thing 1 minute, and then someone would make a comment and I'd be like, oh, you know what, that makes sense. Maybe I'll retract what I just said. And so, no, I appreciate you and everything that you've done so far and our dialogue that we had today. Nancy, hi, how are you? Thank you for being here today. So yeah, I jotted a ton of notes, and if they're not in the right order, I apologize. I just kind of threw them. I need to get better organized when I do these. So the number of people who've exhausted their state benefits and received aid from alternative programs like PEUC has risen once again, climbing by 60,000 to a total of 4.6 million in the week ending November 14th. Joe Biden urges Congress to pass a bill immediately. He wants something passed now. Then when he's in office, he can create a new package. Any packages that are passed now will kind of be like a down payment until he gets into office. So, as we all know, Nancy had the approach of, all or nothing, these enormous bills versus, not that we didn't need them, but they were huge compared to what the Republicans wanted. Now, because Joe Biden is urging Democrats to at least agree on something, I think Nancy's feeling a push, not only from Biden, but also other people in the Democratic Party. Plus, with the Pfizer vaccine, they're going to need money for distribution. So now, unfortunately, I did hear that Pfizer will be creating 50 million doses of the vaccine, and each person needs 2 doses. But apparently, because the UK got approved to distribute the vaccine before the United States, the UK now is going to take 40 million of those doses while leaving 10 million for the United States. Now, this is the approximate amount of doses of the vaccine that they will create by the end of the year. So it's not like total or anything. It's just in December. And because the vaccine has to be frozen at such a low temperature, apparently it's very expensive. So they're going to need money. And obviously the goal is for them to pass another bill along with the government shutdown bill, which has to be done by December 11th, because our days are limited, right? Like Congress is only in session for a certain amount of time. I think next Friday, I forget if it's the House or Senate, is done. So they need to get their tails together. I'm trying to be politically correct and not curse. Mitch McConnell spoke on the Senate floor and assured that a compromise is within reach on the coronavirus plan, urging Senate to act to help those Americans impacted by the virus. Thursday afternoon, which is this afternoon, Nancy Pelosi tweeted about their shared commitment to completing an omnibus and COVID relief as soon as possible. So, again, just kind of reiterating that Nancy's kind of saying that she's on board. Let's hope and I think she will, because she knows that Biden will do a bigger package later. Again, could be totally wrong. I'm just someone who has a husband that's collecting unemployment. What do I know, right? Angie, how are you? It will be a shame on them if Congress doesn't help us before they leave for the holiday. Exactly. Like, how could they possibly sleep at night, right, if they don't pass something? Yeah, I totally agree with you. Mike, hopefully something will be done by next Thursday. Yeah, I'm hoping to hear at least something that'll pass, at least one phase by the weekend. Again, probably wishful thinking on my part. But yeah, I mean, and let's be realistic with this. The $908 billion package that they're talking about, $340 billion of that is new money. The other money is remaining money from the CARES Act. So I'm not saying we're getting it for free, but we kind of are. If you are joining the live, we are talking about the next stimulus package, which would, I believe, include unemployment extensions. But if you are on here and you have an unemployment question, definitely post it in the chat. All right, DJ. Hi. What's up? Nancy is part of the problem. Yes, I agree. McConnell is the one that's been ignorant and let a new package sit on his desk for months. He's the Grim Reaper. I think they both are, to be honest with you. And I think at times they're playing a game, right? The political game. Obviously, every move that they made prior to the election was just a political move. For example, Nancy with this extraordinary bill, although we would have loved it. I think that she made it so high on purpose, because if it would have passed while President Trump was in office, it would have made him look good, and then maybe therefore he would have won. It's just, yeah, crazy. Okay, so this is what I found. And I don't know if T. Sarge is in the house, but he was asking for rent assistance or eviction assistance or whatever. I did find out, and maybe I said this yesterday, $25 billion in housing and rental assistance will be included in the $908 billion package, which would help with evictions. So hopefully they would extend some of that. One thing that I hate about this bill is I feel like it's so, there's things at a high level, right? Like, okay, fine, 180 billion or whatever the number is, I have it on here somewhere, it's going to go towards unemployment, but what does that mean? So I did some digging, and I did find, okay. All right, TJ, you're funny. You are correct. Games politicians play. I'll curse for you, Kim. Thank you. Trust me, when I'm not live, that's when all the words come out. Thanks for the laugh. Okay, so what I did find is this statement regarding the so I was doing some research, and I did find out that apparently one of the writers of the Washington Post did say something about PUA being extended. So, because I heard that, I'm like, all right, I got to do some research. So I found this statement. And again, this is regarding unemployment. And I think I found another one too. Again, I need to get really organized here. And then we'll also talk about the retro and all that stuff. So the plan, meaning the $908 billion, is expected to come. Wait. Okay. So it will include, or expected to include, extension of pandemic unemployment assistance, so PUA, which is the program for self-employed gig workers that are traditionally not eligible for regular unemployment, as well as an extension in base benefits. Both are expected to extend through March. So what the heck is base benefits? Is that, I guess, regular unemployment? Is it PEUC? Who knows? And that's what I hate. I think that's what's driving me crazy, is because everything's so cryptic. But bottom line is PUA is going to be extended. So in the event that PEUC is not going to be extended, that at least those of us that were on PEUC can maybe collect PUA. Again, I hate the unknown. And I think that's what's stressing me out the most, not necessarily for my personal situation, but for everyone involved, for the 12 million Americans that are expected to lose their unemployment. They're in the dark. I see comments on my videos and people are in just some terrible places right now. And I've said this a million times. It's hard, it's stressful enough to find a job, let alone when you're having to worry about unemployment and getting paid and paying the bills. And it's so frustrating. Charity says, I'm pretty sure base benefits is regular unemployment claims like the initial claims outside extended benefits. Okay, yeah, and that totally makes sense. So at least maybe those of us that aren't on base benefits, or maybe if we were on PEUC, then PUA, although originally on regular unemployment, maybe we could, again, it's going to be confusing. But no, what you say makes sense, because that would make sense that regular unemployment would be the base benefits. So the target dates is December 1st to March 31st. Now, I did read that the Democrats are trying very hard to get the $300 retro for the months of October and November, but obviously they can't guarantee that they will get that through, but they are trying. So just wanted to mention that. President Trump today actually said, I want it to happen, and I believe we are getting very close to a deal. So I feel good about it. How do you guys feel? I mean, I know anything can happen, but I really believe that they're going to get something passed. Again, it could be wishful thinking on my part, right? But I don't think they have a choice at this point. And I think the Democrats are in a good place, because I think that they know that once Biden comes in, he'll want something more. And I'm hoping that they truly believe that something's better than nothing at this point. It's because the base is the previous year. So if anyone who has been unemployment this last year had to use this past year, then they would have very little income for their base wages. Yeah, that's true. That's a good point too. I didn't even think about that. What happened to the retro back pay in August? Total mind game. Well, August August and the first week in September, we got the LWA payments. So I think that's probably why August wasn't discussed. Or at least in Pennsylvania we did. Most states pretty much got the month of August. Mike says, I believe something will pass very soon. Angie says, how can they not? I'm praying, keeping my fingers crossed. Yeah, totally. And trust me when I tell you, I will be the first. I would be celebrating. But no, I will definitely, obviously, Charity and I will take on the role. Now, I'll do my research, and obviously you guys, if I'm wrong, please tell me I'm wrong. But no, I mean, I will do my due diligence research and get the facts straight, before I present them to you. And then obviously, if you feel as though I'm wrong, bring it up, let me know, because obviously the last thing I want to do is share wrong information. All right, DJ. Oh, September. Yeah. Maybe it's a negotiation thing. I know the Democrats did want to retro back from December, but maybe they know that the Republicans don't want to retro at all. So maybe they're just kind of playing in the middle type of thing. Better to, I guess, get 2 months than none at all. But yeah, no, I totally agree. I think, maybe the Democrats are just trying to be careful and just trying to be as conservative as they can at this point to at least pass something. And maybe they're trying to just get as much as they can. But I know that, Nancy's package had the retro, as well as the extra $600 and all this good stuff. But yeah, I truly think that they're just going to just pass anything at this point, because, I mean, if they don't, I can't even. Oh, Danielle, hey, I exhausted my PEUC Sunday. Do I qualify for EB after that? So one question, Daniel, sorry. I said Danielle. Are you in Pennsylvania? If you are in PA, then after the live chat is really growing. I know, I love it. This is awesome. If you're in Pennsylvania, what happens is the transition from PEUC to extended benefits should be seamless, meaning everything should be exactly the same for you. So what they'll do is they'll take 2 days to, I know, I'm loving the chat going crazy. Unemployment will take 2 days to set up your extended benefits account. And so maybe check like Wednesday, log in your dashboard, and you should see a brand new dashboard saying, okay, cool, you're in Philly. Perfect. So log in maybe next Wednesday. You should see a brand new dashboard, and it should have a new amount of money for you, a pot of money, so to speak. And the initial for EB is like SEB, or, it's some weird thing. But yeah, like if you log into your dashboard, Monday, you're going to see your total balance is going to be 0. But like I said, if you check Wednesday, you should see a balance, and you'll get paid the same way. Meaning if you get direct deposit for PEUC, you'll keep continuing to get direct deposit. One thing that's going to change is when you're on extended benefits, you can file every single Sunday or every single week. So you can get instead of getting paid bi-weekly, you can now get paid every single week. So that's kind of cool. Okay. Okay. Sorry, it's just reading through. Okay. Sherry, hi. We've been chatting a lot too on comments. So the only thing they have in the $900 billion proposal is 1 month extended UC. So does that mean after EB or? Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little confused, and that's why I was spending a good amount of time trying to figure out what the heck. Like, I know they're allocating $180 billion towards unemployment, and I was trying very hard to find details specifically around that. So what I was able to find was an article on the Washington Post saying that they are going to extend the PUA program until, what did I say? Until March, I think. I think through March. So I know your situation, you're on PEUC and you're transitioning to EB, or maybe you're on EB right now. So you collect EB for as long as you can. And then if they decide not to extend either PEUC or EB, worst case scenario, you should be able to hop on to the PUA program, if I'm reading this correctly, and PUA is extended until the end of March. And again, hopefully that made sense. Okay, great. Thank you so much for your help. I've been worrying if that was gonna be it for me. No, extended benefits. I've been on every single town hall that Pennsylvania unemployment has had. And for the last few, Susan, I guess she's the director or whatever. She specifically said EB will pay well into January. But yeah, if you find that you do file for EB the following Sunday, oh, and one thing. So when you go to file PEUC, there's a button that says, I don't know, file biweekly claim or something. The button you're going to choose is going to be different. It's going to say file for EB. And then you might have it like an orange banner, and it might say that your claim is inactive, but then right below it might say, if you qualify for EB and want to file for EB, select the EB button. So it kind of contradicts yourself, because in one sentence it says that your claim is inactive, but then you're able to file EB. At least it did for mine, and so confusing, but I was willing to, I was still able to file. But yeah, if you do file and you don't get paid the same day as you normally would, then definitely contact them, because they might be reviewing your claim for whatever reason. They've done that with the R claim. I would I'd be getting paid, everything's good to go. And then all of a sudden I'd stop getting paid. And the reason for that is they do review your account or your claim every 3 months to make sure you're on the right program. But again, if you have any issues, contact UC, or I'm here Monday through Friday, 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Come back and ask me, because I was on, well, my husband, regular unemployment. We started this whole thing on PUA. Then we qualified for PEUC, and then EB, and now we're supposed to be getting paid PUA, but my thing's all messed up. So I've kind of been on all programs. So let my struggles help you. I guess that's what I'm saying. Okay. Cupcake Productions. Thank you for the smiley face or whatever that is. Immortal Gemini. Hey, hi. I'm on PUA. And as we know, that ends the week of the 25th. If they don't extend it, will I automatically get an extension? Also, it's great to see that I'm not going through this alone. No, absolutely. And that's one of the reasons why I wanted to create this channel. I know that there are a lot of Facebook groups, regarding unemployment, but I just thought YouTube would be a nice, especially these live Q&A type things, because we're all going through this together, right? And I figured it'd be a way to build a community and help each other out. So you're welcome. Yeah, unfortunately for PUA, unless they sign a stimulus package, there's nothing else after December 26th. Although what you could do, if you received a W-2 in 2020 or in 2019, you could apply for regular unemployment again. I don't know if that fits your situation, but that's definitely an option. And what the hell, if you're not sure, apply for regular unemployment. But if you haven't collected a W-2 in the last 18 months, then chances are you probably won't qualify for regular unemployment, but that's always an option. Daniel, yeah, definitely keep me updated. Because like I said, I think I mentioned this the other day. I spent 6 hours one day trying to figure all this stuff out. Anyway, Sherry, you've PEUC now. Yeah, and you're good. You'll be good to finish getting paid PEUC and then be on extended benefits for a while. Breezy 007, if they extend PUA and if it's not retroactive, will the people that run out of the PUA funds start receiving any benefits? Yeah, I was thinking about that earlier. I don't know. So yeah, like if you run out of PUA, say November 1st, and then they make this deal effective December 1st, does that mean the entire month of November you're not getting PUA payments? Probably. Doesn't seem right. But again, I think that they're just looking to pass something, although I think it's horrible. But yeah, I was wondering that too. So again, just like the CARES Act, I have a feeling it's going to be not so black and white. I think there's going to be some gray areas. And yeah, it's a good point. I was wondering that myself. Jolene Brown, I'm in Arkansas. My PUA is about to end. Is there anything I can do? I'm a gig worker. My son is special needs. So what are my options if you know any? Yeah, unfortunately, it's going to be the same as what I mentioned for Immortal Gemini, meaning PUA does expire December 26th unless a new stimulus package comes about, which, again, I will keep you up to date with any news, and which is what we've been talking about earlier, because I'm kind of trying to decipher the hot stimulus package so we can maybe try to figure out what we can expect. But yeah, unfortunately, as much as I hate to say this, that's going to be it. Once December 26th comes, PUA is going to be expired. And because you said that you're a gig worker, obviously you probably won't be able to qualify for regular unemployment. But unfortunately, there's nothing else. And I hate saying that, especially because, like you said, your son's special needs, you're busy enough, right? It's just not fair. I'm confident, though, that I shouldn't say that. I feel in my gut that they're going to pass something. But yeah, definitely stay tuned, because I just can't wait to create a video saying that something passed. Angie, I follow a couple of other unemployment channels and just found yours. You have a great vibe and doing a good thing here. Thank you. No, you're welcome. And honestly, I mean, that was my inspiration, to be honest with you. Yeah, I mean, there are a ton of unemployment channels. Obviously, unfortunately, what makes me different is we're going through this with you guys. So I found myself going on Facebook and answering a lot of questions. And I'm like, well, why don't I just create a YouTube channel, do these Q&As every single night. And this way I'm not spending hours on Facebook, and I could just spend half hour, 20 minutes, 15 minutes, an hour, whatever you guys need. And I could try to answer questions for you. And if I can't answer, then obviously we have a great small community, but they're awesome. And, they have a lot of insight, sometimes more than me. So you are so welcome, and thank you for being here. Daniel, thank you. Really appreciate it. I'm glad you were help for my concerns. Yeah, no, absolutely. That's why I'm here. I'm happy to help. And again, if my struggles can somehow help you guys, make your life a little easier, then so it's a win-win. Charity. See, Charity's freaking awesome, man. So Jolene, Charity has a comment for you regarding your son. So definitely check that out. Thank you, Charity. I appreciate that. Immortal Gemini, you're welcome. Absolutely. Sherry, thank you so much for having this channel and all your knowledge. You're welcome. I love doing this stuff. I never thought, who would have thought I'd create a channel about unemployment, but hey, we're all together, right? No, I love it. No, absolutely. You are so welcome. And if I can help in any way I can, if nothing else, we could just vent, right? And just be there for one another, because it's just such a crazy time. And I've said this a million times. It's stressful. It's stressful enough to have to look for a job in this economy, let alone having to deal with, am I going to get paid this week? Unemployment. Oh. Breezy 007, you haven't gotten paid for 2 months now. Did we talk about your specific situation? I can't remember. I know I've chatted with you a lot back and forth through my videos, but I'm starting to get confused with situations. What? Jolene, thank you for doing this. You helped me understand a lot. Of course, again, no, you're welcome. Thank you for being here. And I'm sure that we will all have questions in the immediate future. when they decide to pass a bill. But no, anytime. That's why I want to go live every single day, because, you could be fine for like a week and you may not need to be on the chat. And then all of a sudden you have a hiccup in your claim, and I want to help be there for you. It's a shame that unemployment offices aren't there for us. So hopefully if I can help in any sort of way. Kevin, from Scranton, I watched The Office today. Sorry, I have to say that. Okay, my PUC is just about to end, and I was wondering, did you or your husband get a financial determination letter before you started getting EB? I'm pretty sure I did. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Well, he did. Yeah, and I thank you for bringing that up, because, yeah, I know for a fact, because EB, you only get half the amount of weeks that you qualify for regular unemployment. So it's not a guaranteed 13. Now, if you collected 26 weeks for regular unemployment, you will get 13 weeks extended benefits. So yes, you will definitely get a financial determination letter that'll actually have the total amount of money that you can claim, as well as the amount of weeks that you can claim. And thank you for reminding me, because I never tell people that, and because I forget to mention that. So thank you. Mike, thanks for everything. Thank you for showing up. You're like my support. No, seriously, thank you. Okay, Jolene says he does receive SSI. Okay, awesome. And again, Charity, thank you for bringing that up. Daniel says, we're going to be fine. God is good all the time, and he will provide for us. Without a doubt. I truly believe that as well. Breezy 007, we're all here. Oh my gosh. Sorry, I have a little headache, so I feel like I have an excuse every day when I stutter, but if I talk for a long time, I'm not used to it. So Breezy 007, we are here to help, to tell people to share this and like this. Yeah, share this video with your friends and like it. I would appreciate it. Oh yeah, Jolene, you're right. Yeah, we were talking about the bipartisan, and I did forget to mention that. No, of course you can ask the question, because our unemployment is based upon the next stimulus package, which would definitely encompass the next stimulus check. So yeah, no, totally ask that. And I apologize. I mentioned it yesterday's video, but I didn't mention it tonight. And you're right. That is one thing that I know the Democrats desperately want for us is, a $1,200 or whatever stimulus check, just like we had back under the CARES Act, whenever we got paid for it way back when. And it is not included in the hottest bill that they're looking to pass, which stinks, to be honest with you, because not only does it give money to every American, not just the unemployed, but once they pass the next stimulus package, therefore we have new unemployment programs or extended unemployment programs, that's going to take time for the states to code it. They're going to have to reprogram. Now, hopefully, it's going to be like a simple date change or something, hopefully, or maybe like changing a dollar amount or whatever. But bottom line is states are going to need time to, update their systems with the latest and greatest information, which, number one, it takes a long time for us to collect unemployment anyway, let alone they have to update their system. So it's not like if they pass a bill tomorrow, we're not going to get unemployment for several weeks, depending on the state. I think Pennsylvania, has been pretty good. At least I know for PEUC, I remember they said, yeah, PEUC, the system won't be ready for like a month, but then all of a sudden they had it done in like a week or maybe two. But yeah, so I think for that reason, I would want the next stimulus package or the next stimulus check to help people get through those next couple weeks that we're pretty much going to be waiting for the states to update their systems. So yeah, it's a waiting game as usual. Kevin, thank you so much for answering all my questions every time. I still didn't get my letter, and I only have a few $100 left in my account. I hope I get it soon. Okay, so maybe every 3 months, unemployment does review your claim. So if it's gone maybe 3 months or so, then you might want to contact unemployment. And chat is pretty easy to use. And I've actually gotten through a couple times with chat, even after this new Paula chick took over, the virtual chat lady. What happened with me was, I think it was a PEUC to EB. I think I got I can't remember the transitions, but I think it was PEUC to EB. I was getting paid PEUC, and then once we switched to EB, I stopped getting paid, although I did get the financial determination. Or no, maybe it was I think that was another situation I had. I think it was in the middle of us getting paid PEUC. My payments just stopped, and it was because they had to review my claim to make sure I was on the program that made sense for our specific information. So as much as I hate to say this, get in contact with unemployment, because it might be something as simple as them needing just to review your claim for 5 minutes. And then once they reviewed my claim, they released the payments and I got paid 2 days later. So maybe give that a try. No, Daniel, sorry. Do I have to wait to receive the letter? No, keep doing it. And like I said earlier, for extended benefits, you can file every single week. So if this Sunday is the last time you can file for PEUC, then next Sunday, log into your account and start filing for extended benefits. But I'm pretty sure I got the financial determination later before I started filing, because you're not going to get the EB financial determination letter until you're totally exhausted PEUC, because they'll set the account up once PEUC has been exhausted. But I'm pretty sure I got it maybe like that Friday or something, and then I filed the Sunday for extended benefits. Breezy 007, I was just saying about the long time of not receiving and the outcome of retro. Yep, this will hurt a lot of people if it's not fixed. Absolutely. You're right. It will absolutely hurt a lot of people. Hey, Jesse, welcome. You've been waiting. I know. It's so painful. And I said this yesterday. And for those of you that live in Pennsylvania, yesterday I felt like with all the bills coming about and everything, I felt like I was watching the Eagles in the Super Bowl. Like, I was just like, oh my gosh. Oh my God. This unemployment is just driving me crazy. Okay. Arkansas was fast, but took a while for the extra 300. That's good. I mean, at least you got something, right? Some kind of money in your pocket. So that's always good. Jesse, you've been waiting since February? They haven't even looked at my appeal. Oh, since August 16th. I've called PUA every day. They tell me to wait. Have you heard anything on the appeal process for PUA? That is something I have not had to deal with, and I do apologize for that. I know nothing about appeals. I cannot believe that you've had to wait since February. Are you in Pennsylvania by any chance? Not that. Oh my gosh, that is ridiculous. Yeah, if anyone knows anything about the appeal process, let me know, or if you could reach out to Jesse or shoot him a chat. I don't know anything. The only thing I can maybe suggest is go to Facebook and maybe find an unemployment Facebook group for your specific state. And if you're in Pennsylvania, there are a ton of them, and maybe do a search for the appeal process. Okay, yeah, Jolene just commented that she has a friend waiting as well. That's so ridiculous. But yeah, join a couple of Facebook groups for your state, and then do a search on the appeals, and maybe you'll get some insight on that. But yeah, sorry, I don't know much about the appeal process. Oh yeah, that's ridiculous. That is ridiculous. Kevin. Oh yeah, no, you're welcome. Yeah, definitely reach out do you know the secret way to reach out? You go to chat, and sorry, I was just reading what you just wrote. You go to chat and you answer like the first two questions, and then it'll give you some link because it's trying to direct you to a website or whatever. After they give you some generic website to look at, start typing in agent, and you'll either eventually be connected to an agent, or it'll kind of kick you out and then you have to start over. But anyway, that's the key. Just keep typing agent. You'll hopefully get to someone. So Jolene says, the 13th will be my last PUA filing. Should I file every week after that anyway? This is the first time in 49 years I've ever had to file. Oh, you know what? That's probably a good idea. I never thought about that. Because if they do pass something, then it may not let you, though. That's the thing. If you've been working part-time and you have, one thing that I did learn about PUA is you have your balance, right? So say you have $10,000 in your PUA account. PUA only pays for 39 weeks or until December 26th, whichever comes first. But I just learned that, maybe you were collecting PUA from the beginning. If you were making some sort of income and you weren't collecting the full amount every single week, then you could be collecting on PUA longer than the 39 weeks. And hopefully I just totally didn't confuse you guys. But bottom line is, you'll see the amount in your account. But yeah, totally. That's a great idea. Definitely keep applying, because if they do extend it, then hopefully you'll be like ahead of the game in that respect. But something kind of tells me that they'll probably cut you off and won't allow you to keep filing. Kevin says, just for everyone that is waiting, definitely keep trying and keep reaching out to the unemployment office in whatever state you're in, because I've been hearing people getting large checks, without a doubt. In the beginning, I felt like, because I worked full time, or I mean, I work full time now, but I felt like in the beginning, since all this stuff started back in March, I would like step away from my computer and deal with unemployment. I swear it was like on a daily basis, but I know I did research on a daily basis because I had no clue what we could qualify for. So yeah, you definitely need to, and keep bugging support. I had to in order to get paid. In fact, my husband has a couple of friends that still have yet to get paid, and they were laid off the same time as him. And it's just because of me being persistent, and I don't want to say being a jerk, because I was actually very nice to the support people. And I think there was at one point my claim was held up. I think it was like in the review process of PEUC. And I contacted unemployment to get a status of it. And I was so nice. Like I was beyond nice because these people are going through heck right now. And I'm sure people probably aren't treating them too nicely. And I was so nice. And at the end of the conversation, I didn't like what he had to say because he said, you know, your claim is still under review. But so I said, I was like, you have an amazing weekend because I know you work hard and you deserve it. You deserve to relax. Like I was kissing this guy's butt. And sure enough, that Monday, we got a financial determination letter. And I was like, okay, I'm just going to kill him with kindness. So maybe that'll help push things through when you talk to support. Yeah, Walter, that's a great question. I don't know if the second stimulus check is coming. I want to say yes, but in the most recent stimulus package that they're talking about, it doesn't seem like there is anything in there for that. I know that the Democrats definitely want it, but then it will increase, obviously, the amount of the package. Yeah, I mean, we were just talking about that. I think it would be ideal, especially those that are collecting unemployment, because there's going to be a gap in between the states having to update their systems to match, you know, the new program criteria. But so, yeah, I know that they're fighting for that, but unfortunately, we don't know right now. But I would definitely keep you updated on that. Jolene says, yeah, I've been getting the lowest amount possible, so I'd have to refile something new. So I'd have to refile when something new starts again. I've been able to work part-time for the past couple months. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like I said, just keep filing and then see what happens. And you were nice to the lady at PUA. She went off on you? Are you serious? See, that's just wrong. I think the PUA people seem to be meaner than regular unemployment people. I don't know. I've heard horror stories with PUA people. I was on the phone with a PUA person. She was super nice. She couldn't help me. She kept saying that I wasn't that we weren't qualified for PUA, and I'm like, let me tell you this calculation. Let me tell you why we're qualified for PUA. And she's like, well, I can't do anything about it. It's like, whatever. You seem to always be nice. Sometimes nice guys don't finish last. Yeah, no kidding. I know, right? I can't believe that. That's ridiculous. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that too. That's crazy. I bet you did quit calling. Yeah, I know. That's a shame. That's not how it's supposed to be. Yeah, I mean, you know, they're collecting a paycheck, right? Like, they're not on unemployment. So I'm sure some of those people probably have some sort of sympathy against people that are, especially during this time right now. But yeah, you think they would have just a little bit more sympathy with people now. Wow, this was fun. This was awesome. This was definitely I think the most productive / I don't know. This was great. This hour was awesome. So thank you guys very much. You're so cool to talk to. Thank you so much. No, thank you guys. Again, if there's anything I can possibly do to help, like I said, I'm in your shoes right now. Yeah, and again, thank you to Charity, Breezy, and Mike for always being here. And you guys are seriously awesome. And I'm honored to have you guys here because, all right, DJ, you're the bomb. Thank you. Back at you. No, seriously, guys, thank you so much. You're welcome, Walter. I'm sorry I don't have a better answer. but I'm doing my research, and that is definitely one of the things that I was looking for in this new package. But yeah, I mean, I think we will end it here. But again, I go live Monday through Friday, 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you guys want to come back tomorrow with a beverage, we could do a happy hour, talk about unemployment. I mean, what else is there to do, right? No, but seriously, if you have a question or maybe think of something you want to talk about, come back tomorrow. And you're welcome, everyone. And I'll see you guys tomorrow night. Have a good night.